At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's going on? Good morning. It is a beautiful, ice cold Tuesday up here in New York. Hope everybody's having a great day. If you are not subscribed, follow us on Twitter at Vibra Finance. Also on Instagram as well. We're so shadow banned. I wish more people were looking at these videos, watching them, and being able to crush it in crypto. This is from literally 24 hours ago. Just want to play this clip right here to start it off. To be a narrative moving forward. You know, we're starting to see it already with Singularity Net, with FETCH.Ai. Those were two coins that I owned prior to this little pump. And I just FOMO'd into Vectorspace last night. You know, I was looking at the market caps of Fetch, Singularity Net. You know, they're creeping up to $400 or $500 million. And Vectorspace, I was looking at the market cap's only 35 million. So the upside for this coin, I think, is tremendous. So I bought a position last night. It was like 89 cents or something like that, 88 cents. But we'll see. You know, did I buy a pump? Maybe. We'll see. Maybe it was like 84 cents. So that was yesterday, that in the morning. And look at this. You know, the AI narrative is insane right now. It's running this little altcoin season. It's the narrative right now. I mean, the other coins that we've been talking about for a while, Singularity Net, AGIX, and it's just keeps on pumping, you know, up to over 56 cents now, you know, and the same thing with FETCH.Ai, you know, they're almost neck and neck now at the same price, trading together, which is insane. You know, this came out of nowhere. You know, I had these coins months back. You know, I bought my first bag of FET or AGIX on October 6th, 2022. So let's see, October 6th. Let's go back and look at, let's see, October 6th. So here we go, right down in here at under 4 or 5 cents, 4.8. That's when you buy. You know, when I heard about these coins a while back and I bought $100 worth, not much. You know, same thing with FETCH.Ai. You know, I just want to show receipts so you guys believe me here. This was 222 days ago, June 30th, that I sent this off from Gemini. You know, I was buying like 30, 40 bucks at a time, just trying to stack a little bit of these altcoins that I thought could be doing well. And sure enough, you know, that was the middle of June last year. Let's look at this chart. You know, here we go, June. I mean, dead right here. I mean, we were at 8 cents. And ever since, you know, look at what it's done. About a 6x from here. And that's where I found Vectorspace a couple of days ago. And the market caps of Singularity Net and Fetch were starting to get high. You know, $500 million. Now almost approaching $700 million. And looking at Vectorspace, it's only 60 million. So that's 11 times less than these other coins. That's what caught my eye. And, you know, I took a chance and now it's up 30-something%. And AI is going to continue to drive this narrative and drive this alt season. You know, I think we got another week or so left. So you got to get in this while you can. There's short opportunities and windows where you can make profits. And the other one that I have a position in is Fala Network. I just added some more to this morning. or last night at just under 20 cents, like 19 and change. And this is AI, Polkadot, that narrative. And again, it's the smaller market caps, under 100 million. That's what I'm looking for. That's when I bought into FETCH. It's when I bought into Singularity Net, and look at what they've done from here. So keeping my eye out on those two, and we'll see where this runs. I think the Vectorspace honestly could go to a couple dollars in the next week or so. Obviously not financial advice. Be smart and try to buy the little pullbacks, on the daily chart. Right now we're at the top of this candle. Look for a little pullback. Every time we pump, pretty much come back down. So be careful, but keep on the AI narrative. It's going to be huge. And buy when other people's are fearful. Like a month ago, this time exactly 1 month ago, crypto was dead. Nothing was happening, and you could have had these coins for, man, look at this, 36 cents. So you almost 4x if you had VXV. And I heard about it and I didn't buy it because, I just, stupidity, honestly. Didn't see it coming. I knew it was coming, but didn't see it coming. I thought, you know what, I got my AGIX, I got FETCH.Ai, whatever. But when you see coins that you're about, it's always the stuff you missed out on that stings the most. You could make 100x on a coin and miss out on the 2x, and the 2x is what pisses you off even more. It's really funny how that works. So what's up, Lindsay? Appreciate it. Naeem, appreciate you stopping in. What's up, Tin Top? Legend, appreciate the support. So yeah, Tin Top, man, the AI narrative just won't stop with Singularity Net, FETCH.Ai. I mean, they're neck and neck right now. These green candles are insane, and volume picking up. So I still think they have room to go. I mean, $400 million. That is crazy. The volume back here was under $1 million. When I was scooping this coin up, around $1 million. Well, this is so much different than CoinGecko. I don't know. I guess it's a little different than CoinGecko. So even if it's 8, 9 million, 5 million. So yeah, for 5 million all the way up to 453. That's about a 90x right there. TikTok, they're old AI. Yeah, those Ocean and Unibright. Yeah, bro. I had Unibright last bull run. Ocean was one that definitely missed out on. Just because I went this route. But yeah, look at that. It's AI is the freaking narrative right now. This is insane. Anything AI related is just pumping like crazy right now. I think we got another week or so left, but this could be a chance right here. What's the volume at here? 148. So volume is increasing. I don't know. TikTok, honestly, it's hype right now. And that's the thing with crypto, though, right? Is the narrative driving AI. It's hype, hype, hype. But if like Singularity Net was to launch their main net or their product tomorrow, all the hype is gone behind it. So like launching is like the worst thing these projects can do. You want to have a roadmap, you want a future, you want the hype. That's what drives all this spec and this madness. And this is temporary. These are the Napsters, the LimeWires of AI. These things are not going to be the ones that sustain. They're the first ones. They're the ones that kind of survived the last bull run, hung around, and now people are just flocking to the narrative, just buying blindly. It's the same thing with the meme coins from the last bull run. How many Shibas and Elon emus and cat memus and all of that. The AI, that's kind of the new wave of it. And I think this is it's going to die in, I think, a couple weeks. But, we'll see. If Bitcoin could shock anybody, you never know. Fidelity is launching their metaverse, their ETF. So now they have metaverse ETF. They have ESG ETFs. And I think they have like over 50 total now that you can pick from. $11 trillion under administration. And yesterday, a Giannis 1-of-1 NFT sold for $187K, which is insane. It can't match the price of the top physical card, but smashes the previous record. 1-of-1 NFT sold for $187,000. So, this is just insanity right now. And I don't know if they're looking at these NFTs like real cards, their rookie years or what, but this is It's crazy, and hopefully the trends continue. It's not for me, but I would like to get my Filecoin back. It was the one coin I had locked up on an exchange outside of Kraken, which is really the only place I would recommend anybody locking coins up that's centralized. And that's only because they're working with the Fed and digital dollars and CBDCs. So Kraken will be a platform that launches them, trades them, and kind of intermediates it. So I got burned leaving Filecoin here on Gemini. You know, I've used them depositing and withdrawing forever. It's like, you know what, whatever, 7% on Filecoin. It's $3 a coin, whatever. I'll throw a couple $100 in here and bam, it's gone just like that. But they made a deal, I guess, with Three Arrows and Digital Currency Group. I guess they have like $100 million that they might have to repay or add into it, but over the next 10 years, they have a promissory note with DCG. So also shout out Mobius for bringing this to my attention. To the top, so it reminds me of the Silicon Valley TV show. We don't want users, we're R&D and hype. That's exactly what it is. Exactly, bro. Identical. That once these products launch, the hype is gone. Like the only thing I could think of that's lived up to his hype in the last forever is like Pokemon Go, stuff like that, stuff that just like breaks the world and goes viral. You know, other than that, when stuff launches, seems to be flops. You know, all these NFT launches, the sales, the Trump NFT, so much hype. It launched, now it's gone. It's crashed. So in crypto, prices soar on speculation and FOMO and narratives. And then when they launch, you get the Silicon Valleys, just like that. Yeah, bro, we don't want to launch. There's no money in users. There's nothing left to sell them. So that's exactly right, man. I'm with you. And I actually like this just for this meme right here. I mean, I think that's absolutely hilarious. You know, I don't know if it was a shot at Trunk or what, and like an orangish pig, but absolutely hilarious. And the FTX is now seeking to claw back all the money given to PAC, the political action committees and figures, which is hilarious. Half these people didn't even know where the money came from. I was looking into it, and they had like, their accountants or spokesmen for the representatives were just giving the money away because they didn't even know where it came from. I mean, it's a complete shit show, this whole thing, honestly. And just the fact that they're trying to get this money back. I don't know if it's to like just anger the public, it's to stir up emotions. You know, it's just so much dirt is done with lobbying, with Washington. You know, how is any of this really surprising? So the fact that they're just bringing it up and over, it's like they want to trigger the American taxpayers. They want to get us arguing over stupid things. And you can kind of see it happening right now across the globe. And this was interesting, an article here from Russia. And the war going on in Ukraine, I think at the end of the day, it's all about Ukraine. Everything that they sell, they want transacted in rubles. At the end of the day, it's all about, like going back to Iraq. What do we want? Oil sold in dollars. So yeah, we had a front for a war that we were going to bring peace to the Middle East when all it was about was selling oil in dollars. And this is the same thing in Ukraine. They want everything. Russia wants control sold in rubles. This new digital token here is tokenizing palladium, which I didn't even realize that you can't even buy that as a public asset in Russia. Like how we can buy gold, silver, palladium, platinum, whatever you want, you can go and buy it. You can't do that in Russia. Completely illegal, I guess. I mean, I'm sure if you're uber rich, it's a different story. But this is just interesting because this Atomize, this company here, them releasing these tokens, just kind of paving the way for what's to come. So Russia's largest private bank launches a digital asset platform. So Alpha Bank, which is one of Russia's major private banks, is launching this platform to sell financial assets like tokenized palladium, tokenized gold, tokenized platinum, digital rubles. They're all going to be competition to each other. I really wonder, like the central banks, the Fed, digital dollars, cash, they're all fighting for control. And I feel like there's a lot of different entities that are at play here with a bunch of different potential outcomes. That's why you got to have an open perspective and have just an eye out for what's going on across the board and always expect the unexpected. Russia's real, they have been sanctioned by the United States and not allowed to transact in dollars. So they're setting up entire systems to get around SWIFT, to get around the dollar. And they're partnering with China, with Saudi Arabia, with Brazil, with all these major economic hubs around the world. And it's not just coincidence. China owns all our debt. All of the oil coming from Saudi Arabia, that's not sold in dollars, that's sold in rubles, that's sold in whatever. It's going to just crush the price of the dollar. And inevitably, right, Bitcoin and these cryptos just have to go up. I can't see when you flood the market with 50% of the world's supply of dollars in 1 year or 2 years, sorry. How can the price of Bitcoin not skyrocket in fiat terms? But it's all an illusion because there's twice the amount of money floating around. Yeah, the price is higher, but is your dollar still getting the same amount? Is your purchasing power not getting taken away and destroyed? And that's what I fear, is people are going to be so blinded with, oh my God, look at the prices of all this stuff. Well, yeah, we just doubled the amount of dollars in circulation. So everything took a 50% haircut in theory. So be really careful of that, of things tied to dollars. You want to look at this stuff priced in gold. And I think that's that was an eye-opening thing to me, is looking at the stock market, the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones over the last 25 years, looking at it in gold, not in the price of dollars. That's the trick. That's the illusion, is to get you thinking it always goes up. It always goes up. Yeah, that's in dollar terms. But when they do this to the dollar and crush it, that's great. Everything goes up in the worthless dollar. And that's why I fear is everybody is so bullish, including myself. But I think real estate is the one thing that could crash this market. And it's a lagging indicator. I was in commercial real estate. I started in 2008, right in the middle of the crisis. And I remember the car problems with Ford, with GM, with all these manufacturers. They were going out of business, and all the bailouts and how crazy things got. I was around for that. And it took almost 2 years for the flood of inventory to hit the market. And I just fear right now, with all the houses that are going to be coming on the market, once people actually start losing their mortgages and things start getting bad, that's going to be the one thing that kind of scares me. I don't see any other really macro things that can affect crypto or any black swan events. We've had all the liquidations across the board, from Grayscale, FTX, Three Arrows, DCG, across the board. All the leverage is gone. So I don't know what other bad news can come out that can kind of cripple crypto. Tether going under, something of that nature, the internet going off. I just don't know. I fear that it's going to be consequences of these interest rates going up. I mean, they're increasing rates right now, and it takes 2 years to feel the effect of it. So I just worry that the inventory supply that's going to come onto the market is going to just go through the roof and at a record pace. But who knows? That's why BlackRock and the Fed could be purchasing up as much real estate as they are, because they know that's coming. But I don't know. We live in crazy times, Then that's the other thing, is with banks doing this, just making this transformation, they're the ones that are going to be taking the hits across the board. Looking at this right here, Russian banks, when they introduce the digital ruble, it's going to be for retail transactions only. It's not going to be for storing, for saving, for bank transactions. It's really weird. They're going to be using this only for retail transactions. And I kind of say in this article that there really is no purpose to this. Digital ruble has no obvious advantage in terms of convenience and everyday use. An international experience shows that the reduction in the cost of acquiring does not lead to price reductions or slowdown in the price growth. So I think this digital ruble is just another way to get around dollars, just to get countries transacting on the blockchain in digital rubles. But we'll see. Very, very interesting times ahead of us. Fidelity, they are tokenizing everything. Their ETFs, their ESG narratives is coming full force. They're putting Bitcoin into their 401ks. So things are starting to happen this year. It's coming. And be careful, this AI narrative. We crushed Vectorspace yesterday, up 35% in 24 hours. Be careful, though. I FOMO'd in at 88, 89 cents. This thing could honestly run up to $2 or come crashing right back down. I think there could be about a week or so left in this altcoin run with the AI run, but I could be wrong. I think Bitcoin's going to have one more push up towards 30K. And if not, look out for holding 20K. And if we don't hold 20, it's going to get ugly. But, we're playing this day by day. The DGen play yesterday was a Hail Mary and worked out. Fala Network, I added onto there just because the AI, Polkadot, interoperability, layer 0. It's the narrative right now. So keep DGening out there. What up, Hex Ray? What's up, Samantha? Appreciate the support. Samantha's everywhere. Hex Ray, you're everywhere, bro. I saw you interviewing Pulsefinity yesterday. You were recapping PulseCon. You were at the Hex birthday party. You're just crushing it, bro. You are a living legend. We could have some news coming that the insiders only know about. Could just be a CYA move. Yep. Yes, Tin Top. This is just narrative, bro. I don't see, Singularity Net and FETCH.Ai being the leaders of the AI space in 5 years. These were coins that I held on to little bags of in the last bull run after taking profits, just because something inside me said, hold on to these. And, same thing, Ocean Protocol. It's narrative right now, Vectorspace. I just don't think these are the long-term winners. These are the Napsters, the LimeWires, in my opinion. But the narrative is where you make money, right? Once, like you were saying earlier, Tin Top, with what was the show called? I forgot, I'm drawing a blank. Silicon Valley. Once we launch, we don't want users. We're R&D and hype. There's no money in users. Exactly true. Money's all in the narrative, and right now it is AI. And I'm going to probably ride this. I'm going to be looking for volumes. That's what I'm going to keep my eye out on. As soon as volumes start to decrease and the price goes up, that's kind of the all right, I'm going to start getting nervous, because volume slowly still increasing. So until the volume pulls back and price goes up, that's going to kind of be my So I'm going to keep, but that's the thing, you got to keep an eye on this stuff constantly. If you make these DGen plays, you've got to have your limit orders or your sell orders in place, or be ready to pull the trigger as soon as it starts to fall off a cliff, because it can happen quickly. And expect the unexpected. That's how crypto is. Catches you off guard with the pumps and the dumps. So appreciate you guys stopping by. That's all I got for today. Like and follow us on Twitter. We'll be getting out of Vectorspace probably, I'd say, by Friday. There should be some inflation numbers coming out. I think I'm hearing Valentine's Day is going to be a bloody day. So if things are tight, you might want to have that talk with your significant other right now about potentially delaying Valentine's Day, or maybe pretending, it doesn't exist this year, because the markets could be getting ugly. But we'll save that for later on this week. We're going to stay bullish for now and watch these couple altcoins, Fetch and Singularity Net, Fala, and Vectorspace, and see what they do. Vectorspace is the one that still under $60 million market cap. It's the one that's going to have the most volatility. So be careful out there, you degens. Appreciate the support. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.
At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.